What's up, Renegades? Are we live? Welcome to Heroscape Renegade Con Reveal Stream. Heroscape is continuing to grow, and we're back to share what's coming next. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to tune in for the rest of Renegade Con. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. But yeah, my name's Anais. I'm the community coordinator here at Renegade, and today I'm joined by someone I hope you know by now. Lee Huff, the associate producer for Heroscape. Say hi, Lee.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to be back and actually to be telling everyone about the next Heroscape story arc.
Yeah, so Lee is here to talk with me about Heroscape stuff, obviously. But first, I want to remind everybody, before we get into everything, I want to remind everybody about some special promotions we have going on right now. So here's what we're doing for the rest of 2024 to celebrate Renegade's 10th anniversary. First up, any orders of $100 or more on our web store from now through the end of the year will get a free 10th anniversary Renegade enamel pin while supplies last. So those are very cool. If you went to Gen Con, you saw we go really hard with the enamel pins, and this one is also very cool. So make sure to keep an eye out for all of that. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the year. We have 10th of the month flash sales. And we have cool blogs that are highlighting different years in Renegade's history. So make sure to check that out. Okay, great. Now that that's over, let's talk about Heroscape. We got some cool releases. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, let's just dive into it. Let's
let's
get
just
into
dive
this.
into it. So kicking off our reveals for the Rising Tide story arc is the Knight Primus Adelbern and Ordo Borealis army expansion. This will be the third army expansion for Heroscape. And Lee, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Of course. So this is the first army expansion for the Rising Tide story arc. It contains 4 figures, one Knight Primus Adelbern, and a 3-bear squad, Ordo Borealis.
So, for those of you who don't know, Heroscape releases are lined up with different story arcs. This story arc, Rising Tide, is a part of Heroscape's rich narrative. You'll see these story arcs represented in character bios, back of box game descriptions, and the free monthly scenarios. So, when we say Rising Tide, we're referencing this time period in which the story arc is active.
Exactly. So just as Anais just said, this set kicks off the first story arc. And this particular army expansion tells the story of the Ursine, these imposing bear soldiers that have an arsenal of powerful harpoon cannons and a mace.
Yeah, they're super cool. I love learning more about the Ursine, who we also saw in the Age of Annihilation Master Set.
Exactly. So the bears are Ursine, like they've been really popular, and I'm excited to see more of them in Heroscape. I expect to see more of them at local tournaments and all that stuff. So in this army expansion, Knight Primus Adelbern and the Ordo Borealis have a bunch of cool special powers and abilities. We happen to have their army cards available to reveal.
Yeah, let's see it.
First up is Knight Primus Adelbern. Adelbern is a knight of Jandar. He and the Ordo Borealis were summoned to Valhalla to join the battle of all time. Adelbern uses a mace to deliver like a crushing blow, wherein he can deal damage to adjacent small and medium common heroes and squads.
Yeah, you don't want to stand too close to him. I can see how that can be really powerful on the battlefield. And am I right in saying it doesn't even count as your attack? I
Uh,
think
um,
so. I think so. Yeah.
it's good. I'm gonna be
Um,
honest. It's been a bit since I've reviewed the card, and so I'm gonna be
Well,
honest here.
Lee, before you tell us about the Ordo Borealis, I just want to remind everyone that all army cards and character bios for the characters revealed today will be on heroscape.com. So don't worry about screen grabbing right now. It's all going to be there to look at. So yeah, you can head on over to the site after the stream to look at everything in more detail. Now let's talk about the Ordo Borealis. What can you tell us about them?
Ordo Borealis are a unique squad of bear knights. They've got powerful harpoon cannons, which give them a ranged attack. Their reload ability allows them to add 6 to their range value for the rest of their turn.
6 is crazy. Their ability balances out the Knight Primus Adelbern's ability really well. Knight Primus is great for up close and personal battles, and the Ordo Borealis can take some sick long shots without risking getting too close.
Exactly. Having both of them in play provides like a really nice balance to your army. It lets you stay flexible and ready for anything your opponent's going to throw your way.
For sure. Yeah, I'm excited to get these to the table, and I'm also curious to see how they'll do alongside the other bears from the master set. Now, Lee, we know the previous army expansions from Revna's Rebuke had both a standard edition and a premium painted edition. Will there be options for this expansion as well?
Yes. So there will be a standard edition and a premium painted edition. The standard edition is $45, contains 4 fully assembled unpainted miniatures. And just like the previous standard editions, these minis have the paint wash to make all the fine little details stand out. And also, just like we've seen online, the standard edition is great for those wanting to paint their own minis.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm a fan of
Yeah,
not to interrupt. I'm a big fan of the standard edition. I love the creativity everybody's showcasing in the online communities. And there's a couple of really great videos out from different painters on YouTube. So make sure to, get some inspo. Anyway,
yeah. Well,
continue.
one of
So
my
sorry.
I was gonna say one of my favorites I've seen have been the Care Bears. So I'm excited to see
Yeah,
more Care
those are
Bears.
amazing. Somebody on Discord made Care Bear versions of some of the bears, which I am a big fan of. I think that's so fun. So yeah, lots of room for creativity with the standard edition. But we also have the
So
premium painted
yes,
edition.
yeah. So for those not wanting to do the Care Bears, we've got the premium painted edition for $65. Contains 4 fully assembled premium painted miniatures, and they have the same quality and fully painted appearance as seen in previous releases. And both the premium and standard editions contain the army cards. So everything you need to use them.
Yeah, if you want to pre-order this new army expansion, we have links in the chat right now, so so you can click those and head on over to the web store. And this expansion is set to come out in February. And remember, you can view the army cards, figures, and character bios on heroscape.com after the stream. So moving on from the bears, what else is coming in Rising Tide?
Oh my goodness. So our second reveal, I'm actually like beyond excited for. One of my favorites is coming up. But our second reveal is Rising Tide, Sonlen and Halushia, Scion of the Wild Army expansion. And this expansion introduces the Keepers of the Forest of Valhalla, Sonlen and Halushia.
Okay, these are the figures that I'm most excited for. Also, Sonlen and Halushia have unique powers and a ton of mystical abilities you can use in battle, which is super cool.
Yeah, these two are awesome. So this expansion contains 2 highly detailed, fully assembled figures and an army card for each. Actually, let's take a look at the army card for Sonlen.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Sonlen is an archmage elf with a dragon mount. So now he's got flying. Using his healing wing ability after moving, Sonlen, well, I guess technically the player controlling Sonlen or playing with Sonlen can roll to heal any figure they
Yeah,
are next to
Sonlen,
or
let's
have
be
flown
so
over.
clear, the characters don't become sentient. It's not a Toy Story situation. As far as I'm aware. I don't know. I'm not on the dev team.
Just you wait. No. Also, Sonlen is able to use Dragon Assault to attack an additional time or roll an additional combat die after flying.
Yeah, literally so cool. It's gonna be a great member of any army. And he has special healing and attack abilities, so very well rounded.
Exactly. And while a dragon riding archmage is super cool, we can't forget about Halushia, the giant wizard who just looks like an
Yes.
absolute threat.
Yes. Let's see this army card.
All right, so this is Halushia, Sign of the Wild, and this is why he's going to be one of my favorites. He has the ability to command familiars. So after you reveal an order marker on the army card and before taking a turn with him, you can take a turn with a small or medium beast you control. So currently that would be Kita or Anshu if you're playing with Age of Annihilation stuff. And I mentioned this previously, but I'm a huge fan because I love beast bonding. And also, like, look at him, like, looks amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so heroes like Anshu and Kita, like you said, from the battle box, would be available to be controlled by Halushia's team. So that's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. So those are perfect examples of beasts Halushia can control on the battlefield. Halushia also has an ability called Browse the Glade, which allows him to harness the power of the forest to assist him in battle. This standing ability causes figures adjacent to a tree or underbrush to roll one fewer combat die when defending against Halushia's attacks. Halushia also has the ride by special attack. So instead of moving and attacking normally, he can perform this special action, which allows him to move up to 4 spaces and attack up to 3 times. However, he can't attack the same figure more than once. So Lucia's never attacked when leaving engagement when using this ride by special attack.
Yeah, super fun ability. Yeah, and if you thought the Sonlen and the Dragon was tough, this is also a very fun challenge for players. So is there anything else that we should know about this army expansion?
Yeah, so just like the other army expansion releasing, this expansion will have both a standard and premium painted version. So the standard edition will be 45, and it comes with these 2 fully assembled, like large peanut-based, highly detailed miniatures and their army cards. And the premium painted edition is 65 and has the pre-painted figures and their army cards.
Yeah, this is definitely something to look forward to. You can pre-order both the premium painted and standard editions using the links in the chat that our wonderful moderators are putting in right now. And this is going to be another February release. And again, you'll also be able to take a closer look at figures, army cards, character bios for Halushia and Sonlin on Heroscape.com. But don't go anywhere yet because we have some more stuff to reveal. Lee?
Okay, so the next army expansion coming this spring is the Hellforge Mandukor army expansion. And Hellforge Mandukor is huge. So this servant of Revna eats hellfire for a living and is used to destroy anything in his path. And he has a lot of really cool abilities I think people are really gonna like.
Yeah, give us some more details.
All right, so Hellforge's first ability is Blast Furnace. So you would use this before moving. Hellforge can spew hellfire. Oh my goodness, that was like a tongue twister for me. So so you can spew hellfire at most opponents when you have a successful roll with your d20. You want a 15 or higher. And opponents that have lava resistance are actually immune to this, which makes sense. However, you got to like make sure you like feed that fire. So you do that by using the Feed the Forge ability, and you remove a wound if a figure or destructible object adjacent to Hellforge Mandukor is destroyed, as long as, once again, the dice rolls are in your favor and you roll a 15 or higher. His last ability is Eisenach Advance. So at the start of the round, after order markers are placed, if all your markers are on Eisenach cards, Hellforge can move up to 4 spaces.
Yeah, if you don't remember, a couple of Eisenach characters are releasing this month. The Iron Lich Viscerat and the Necrotech Wraith Riders are both Eisenach characters.
That's exactly right. And just like that set and the other army expansions we have, this expansion has a standard edition and a premium painted edition.
And once again, if you want to pre-order this expansion, you can use the links in the chat. You can get the premium painted edition for $35 and the standard edition for $25. This expansion is set to be released in February of 2025. That's a big month for Heroscape. I guess that's it. That's the time to be a Heroscaper.
Yeah, we're not finished yet. we've got more.
But wait, there's more.
I know, right? So we've also got Rising Tide, Queen Maladrix, and the Festering Honor Guard Army expansion. So Queen Maladrix and her Festering Honor Guards are just these terrifying Scourdier.
So for the uninitiated, who are the Scourdier?
Well, the Scourdier are an insectoid species from Arboreus, so the same planet that the Dryads are from. Most of the Scourdier on Valhalla were part of a slumbering hive that was actually unwittingly destroyed by the ever-expanding brute systems of the Dryad. So now awake and free once more, they are they I don't know. They've got a grudge against the Dryads. So like
Yeah, I think
Maladrix
I would
is
too,
super
probably.
ambitious and she has like this voracious appetite of her hivelings. So yeah, there's definitely some tension going on between the Dryads and the Scourdier.
Yeah, so this set comes with Queen Maladrix and the Festering Honor Guard squad. I'm assuming we've got some character cards to show off for these bugs.
Of course. So Queen Maladrix is a ginormous, okay, I guess technically huge, queen with several special abilities. She has Festering Honor Guard bonding, obviously, where after revealing the order marker on the army card and before taking a turn with her, you first take a turn with an honor guard. I'm probably going to like this. Her double attack is actually would be a great asset along with her infestation ability, because on a successful roll, you can place a Festering Honor Guard on the army card of a unique hero next to her.
So just to clarify, so what's the point of putting an honor guard on an army card?
So the Festering Honor Guard have this ability called Parasite. And if you have an Honor Guard figure on a unique hero's army card at the end of the round, if you roll the d20 for that hero and roll a 17 or higher, you destroy him.
Okay, yeah, that's super powerful and sounds like really fun to play with.
Exactly. They also have an ability called Motherless Rage. So if Queen Maladrix is part of your army and she's destroyed, the guard get an extra attack.
Looking at their card right now, it seems like they got some other cool stuff they can do. But yeah, again, everyone there, don't worry about reading it all right now. You'll be able to find all of this on Heroscape.com. So Lee, can you give the folks at home a quick breakdown of what else we should know about this army expansion?
Yes, so this expansion contains 5 figures, 1 huge Queen Maladrix figure, and 4 Festering Honor Guard figures. Army cards for both are included in the expansion. You get the Premium Paint Edition for 65 and the Standard Edition for 45.
Yeah, and if you want to pick up a copy for yourself, you can pre-order this expansion right now using the link in the chat. And this one is coming out in April 2025. So another spring release when all the bugs come out of hiding. But we have more. We have more. We're not stopping yet. We have another army expansion releasing in the Rising Tide arc. Introducing Oathbound Phalanx and the Oathbound Legionnaires. Lee, do you have any juicy deets on this one for us?
Of course, I've got more details on all these bugs. So this unique army expansion introduces the Oathbound Phalanx and the Oathbound Legionnaires, a unique hero and unique squad that are actually bound to each other. These Scourdier also serve the previously mentioned Queen Maladrix.
So since these are also Scourdier, do they have similar abilities to the Honor Guard or the Queen?
Well, so even though they're Scourdier, they have abilities that are unique to them. So actually first, let's show off the Oathbound Legionnaires. So these trick soldiers of Revna are able to become one, meaning you can place any or all of the Legionnaires on your Oathbound Phalanx, making the Phalanx even more powerful. And the Phalanx can also climb very well and ignore disengagement rolls. And they've been actually like a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, they sound really fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you said the Become One ability goes hand in hand with the Oathbound Phalanx. What can the Phalanx do that kind of makes it all work together cohesively?
So the Oathbound Phalanx is a unique hero that allows you to use the Oathbound Legionnaires squad to make them stronger. So they have this all as one special attack that allows the Phalanx to attack once for each Legionnaire on its army card, along with some other unique combat abilities. The Phalanx also has Break the Link, releasing the Legionaries from the army card and then returning them to the battlefield. So it's like they all like pile up and then you can like have them scatter around.
Yeah, that's good. So the Legionnaires aren't stuck to the Phalanx forever if they decide to link together.
Exactly. The Phalanx can also choose to remove Legionaries from its link instead of taking wounds using the one falls, the swarm survives ability.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that ability. The huge Phalanx figure is kind of spooky looking for sure. With all the eyes and mouths and stuff. But very cool. I really like it. This expansion comes with 6 highly detailed figures and their army cards. The standard edition is available for $45, and the premium painted edition is available for $65. And you can pre-order now using the link in the chat for an April 2025 release. And we have one last army expansion to reveal, and I'm super excited for this one. And don't forget, before you leave, after the stream, you can go to heroscape.com and see all of the army cards and the figures and the character bios for all these announced figures. So now, without further ado, our final reveal. Take it away, Lee.
All right, so the final army expansion for Rising Tide is Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan and the Forward Glide Strikers. So this expansion contains five highly detailed miniatures. So 1 Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan and then the 4 Forward Glide Strikers. So these are troops of the new Valkyrie General Valrak, and what her troops lack in number, they make up for with their strengths.
Well, I assume that probably means they have super cool abilities for their master side. You got some army cards to show off?
I think I do. Yep, I do.
We should. I sure hope we do.
I know. So, so the hero of this set is Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan. So Tuck is a commander in Valorak's army, and he and the Ward Glide Strikers fly above the battlefield with their clockwork wings. And Tuck is special as he actually doesn't start the game on the battlefield. So before you reveal a number ordered marker on him, you roll the d20, and on a 13 or higher, you can place him on an empty space and move any or all of your unrevealed order markers onto his army card.
Yeah, talk about making an entrance. I see on his army card, he also has an ability called Evasive, which increases his defense value when defending against a ranged attack. He's just swooping all over the place, causing some chaos.
Yeah, he's a chaotic little critter. So yeah, so he's a unique hero I'm really excited about, and it's like he's like the cutest little thing. So alongside him are the Board Glide Strikers, who are just these absolute goofy goobers. Actually, let's take a look at their army card. And
Yeah.
as you can see, the Board Glide Strikers come equipped with their clockwork wings. So just like Tuck, they have the ability to glide into battle using the glider landing ability, since they also start off the battlefield. Additionally, they've got an evasive ability, giving them a +1 in defense when defending against a non-adjacent figure.
Yeah, very cool. This expansion, it comes with the standard, there's the standard unpainted option for $45 and a premium painted option for $65. So you can pre-order that right now using the link in the chat, and this is also going to be an April 2025 release. All right, well, that wraps up our army expansion reveals. Remember, after the stream, you can check out all the character bios and everything on heroscape.com. All right, folks. Even though we're done with our army expansion reveals, we still have more reveals in store today. Lee, what can you tell the people about the upcoming terrain expansions?
So, as planned, we're continuing to expand the Heroscape terrain system line, and I am excited to announce that we have two new expansions coming.
Yes. Tell me about the first one.
All right, so the first expansion is Swamps of Valhalla.
So, how many tiles are in this expansion?
You can see the full breakdown on the screen here. The expansion will contain 36 hex tile terrain pieces that make up over 120 hexes for players to incorporate into their battlefields. There will be swamp grass tiles, swamp water tiles, and swamp underbrush.
Yeah, very cool. Is there anything special that about these tiles that we should know about?
Yes, there is actually. So the swamp water tiles work differently than standard water tiles. So when a figure moves onto a swamp water space, you can actually continue moving if you have movement left. And figures that uh, fall onto a swamp water space actually can suffer wounds.
So what about characters like Awashia? Can they use their abilities to manipulate the waters in the swamps?
Yes, absolutely. So any special power that applies to a figure on a standard water space will also work on a swamp water space.
Yeah, and remember everyone, these tiles, they're completely compatible with all the old stuff and the new stuff. So totally, back compatible. If you got older terrain you want to use this'll all fit. This expansion is $60 and it's set to release in February. It's available for pre-order now using the link in the chat. Thanks, mods. All right, Lee, one down, one to go. What is the other terrain expansion fans can look forward to?
So the second terrain expansion coming in February is the Snowfields of Valhalla.
Yay. Yes, I love this one. I've been waiting for this one. How many tiles are players getting with this expansion?
All right, so this one contains 36 terrain tiles that make up over 120 hexes. There are snow and ice tiles of various sizes and two snow-covered evergreen trees of different heights.
Yes, love it. It's giving winter.
Yeah, I really like how these turned out. So this set transports you to the snowfields of Valhalla where snow never melts. The snow and ice tiles in this set also have their own cool rules.
Yeah, I heard whisperings about this. So there are slippery ice tiles, which count as 2 spaces per hex, and the snow tiles in some scenarios have special movement rules depending on if it's heavy snow or light snow. Am I right in that?
Yep, there are several ways you can use these tiles in your games.
Cool. Well, you can go ahead and pre-order this set for $60 using the link in the chat right now. Great. Switching gears a little bit, we have two final reveals. One of which our painting fans will particularly appreciate. Lee, please take it away.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if we like revealed this during the Gen Con sneak preview. Maybe we did. I don't know. That was like forever ago.
I don't know.
But
I don't know how
anyway,
secret this has been because I've just been like buzzing for it. Like
I
since
know.
since I found out about it, I've just been like so excited.
I know. Well, and I have it behind me, but no one can see it because I have this backdrop. But anyway, I'm beyond thrilled to announce that we'll be putting out a Heroscape Age of Annihilation Army Painter set. So this paint set is tailored to the figures found within the Age of Annihilation sets. It's complete with a paintbrush and 20 colors. It's perfect for customizing unpainted figures from Age of Annihilation, and it's a great entry point for new players and honestly just a great set for existing players if you just
Yeah.
want a boatload of colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Likely said the set is perfect for both the master set or anything really. The color palette was designed specifically with Heroscape in mind, but it's super well balanced. It's full of really versatile neutrals and some vibrant colors as well. So the set really has everything you need to get started. And yeah, personally, I'm a huge fan of Army Painter. I used to work in a game shop, and Army Painter was always my favorite. So it's been really cool that we get to partner with them on this. If you want to pre-order this set right now, you can use the link in the chat. And this set is $90, and it's scheduled for a February 2025 release. Very cool. Okay, now the final reveal is more so news than like a reveal. But we are still very excited to announce that the Sergeant Drake Alexander pre-order promo figure from Wave 1 of Heroscape is now available for purchase.
Exactly. Yep, that is right. So our pre-order and organized play promo figures always become available at a later date. So that way you don't have to worry if you miss your chance at getting one while the promotion is active. So I, along with everyone else at Renegade, like we're excited to share that we'll be offering another special pre-order promo figure when you order at least one of the April Rising Tide Army expansions.
Yeah, we have a new offer attached to Rising Tide April releases. Can you tell us a bit more about our pre-order promo?
Yes, so joining the battle is Major Q11. So Major Q11 is a powerful Soulborg known for their precision and advanced targeting systems. And actually, let's take a peek at the army card. So Major Q11 has a full barrage special attack that can result in an absolutely lethal combo. When he uses this attack, he can attack up to 3 times as long as he's targeting different figures. He also has this hammer that packs like an extra punch when he attacks. So an adjacent small, medium, or large figure to that's adjacent to the one that he's attacking, they'll also receive a wound if the defending figure gets one.
Yeah, this guy's no joke. That's some serious damage on the battlefield, and I personally am very excited to try him out. So remember, you can get a premium painted Major Q11 figure for free when you order at least one expansion from the April Rising Tide releases. Those 3 qualifying expansions are Queen Maladrix and Festering Honor Guard, Oathbound Legionnaires and Oathbound Phalanx, and Vorid Glide Strikers and Wing Commander Tuck Harrigan. All right. Well, I'm sad to say that's going to be the end of our reveals. We revealed a whole bunch of stuff today, which is all available for pre-order right now on our website. And remember, when placing your orders, to look at the release dates for items when grouping items in the same order. On screen right now, we should have a visual guide on how to place your orders so you won't be stuck waiting for things releasing earlier in the spring to ship with things releasing later in the spring. But the short of it is pre-order all the February stuff in one order, pre-order all the April stuff in one order, and separate so you're not waiting on stuff. Because we don't want you to have to wait on getting your games. But yes, links are in the chat right now. So while we've done all of our reveals, we still have more stuff to talk about. Before we go, I want to remind everyone that Heroscape organized play is in full swing. The Heroscape Day event is right around the corner, so if you aren't signed up to participate, you should get signed up now.
Yes, so we have a special figure for those who participate. Cornelius Breach, the Derelict Prince. Your friendly local game store can order kits containing Cornelius to celebrate Heroscape Day in their store.
And we have another figure coming to organized play. This figure will be the first of our Plan 2025 organized play promo figures. All right. Well, Lee, time to spill the beans.
All right, beans spilled.
Spill them beans.
Spilling them. So the new figure for February 2025 is Thyrax's Dragoon. And Thyrax's Dragoon is a terrifying Hive Lord from Ravna's army. It's huge, it's highly detailed. It also comes unpainted, but Thyrax's Dragoon has a couple of pretty awesome abilities.
Yeah, it looks like some pretty interesting abilities. What can you tell us about them?
So with Thyrax's Dragoon, what I love about the name of this ability is like the bio that goes with Thyraxis. So make sure you go online and check out the bio. So Thyrax's Dragoon has an ability called Maddening Chitter. And if an enemy figure is close enough and Thyraxis rolls successfully, you can look at one unrevealed order marker on that figure's card. Thyraxis also has Battle Frenzy, where on a roll of 16 or higher, you can attack with Thyraxis again.
Yeah, Dyraxis Dragoon looks pretty epic. Remember, if you want to be among the first people with this figure, tell your favorite game store to order the spring organized play kits and run Heroscape events in their store. I very recently found a new game store that just opened up. It was LA War Games, I think is what it was called. And he had no idea about our organized play kit, so I went in and told him about it. So if you're really excited about Heroscape, make sure you help your friendly local game stores out and just get them informed about all of the cool stuff we have planned, because like it's super fun. Great. You can find the closest events to you using the Heroscape Battle Network, with Dyraxis Dragoon prizes becoming available in February of 2025. Um, Speaking of events, we'll also have our very first store championships for Heroscape kicking off in May 2025. Participants in these premier level events will have the chance to win some amazing prizes, such as an exclusive cosmetically altered figure and a reserved seat at Day 2 of the World Championship at Gen Con 2025. We'll show off more during our next Renegade Con in February, so stay tuned. If you aren't on the Battle Network, you should be. The Battle Network is a Heroscape organized play website, which also serves as a community hub for players, judges, event organizers, and it's also a comprehensive tournament software. You can head over to the Battle Network and make an account right now using one of the links in chat. Thanks, mods. Great. Well, I think that covers just about everything. Thank you so much, Lee, for joining us on another Renegade Con.
Oh my goodness, of course. So, I mean, thanks for having me back. I'm always happy to talk more about Heroscape and other things, but I suppose it's only Heroscape on these things. But yeah.
We got more stuff later, but Heroscape for this one. Yeah, we have so much coming for Heroscape. Remember, you can pre-order everything that was announced today on our web store right now. Links in the chat. And if you want to order multiple titles from the Rising Tide, follow the chart on screen. You'll want to order things coming out at the same time together, just to reiterate. If you don't want to wait for your order, you know, follow the chart. Orders are held until everything is released. So if you order something coming out in February and something coming out in May, you won't get anything till May, right? So just make sure to separate your orders. Also, Heroscape Day is October 19th. It's almost here. So don't forget to head over to the Battle Network to get signed up for events today. You won't want to miss out on any of the fun. If your friendly local game store isn't on the list, encourage them to sign up. Just let them know. Sometimes they don't even know. And register it on the Battle Network so we can bring more people into stores, right? Link to the Battle Network is in the chat now. Lastly, remember to head over to heroscape.com to browse character bios for all of the characters announced. The site also features how to play videos, paint guides, free scenarios, and more. Links in the chat. Go check it out. All right, gamers. Thank you again for joining us for this reveal stream. Don't miss out on the rest of Renegade Con. We got a lot coming out today. We have more Heroscape streams planned, along with lots of other fun stuff. Next up is our Renegade new reveal stream, and that starts at 11:30 Pacific time. So come check out what other games we got coming out soon. So it'll be really fun. And then at 1 p.m. is the Power Rangers Eternal Rangers Kickstarter announcement stream. We've been a little cryptic about this one, so you'll want to tune in to find out more. And join in to learn more about the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid game. Then at 2 is our Heroscape Game Designer Roundtable. Join the Heroscape team as they talk about all things Heroscape, including Lee. So make sure you tune in to support Lee. And then at 3
And
p.m.
everyone else.
And everyone else. Everyone else is important too, but they're not on this stream. So don't tell the others you're my favorite. Just kidding.
Oh.
I love all of you equally. Then at 3 p.m., you can tune in for the Hellforge Mandukor Heroscape How to Paint video with Roguescaper. This is pre-recorded video premiere that you're not going to want to miss. It's very cool. And at 4 p.m., you can tune in for a pre-recorded interview to learn more about the newest Powered by the Axis and Allies game. So Battle for the Deep. is coming out. So I sat down with Matt Hyra and we talked about it and talked about some of his inspiration behind this game and what makes it really cool. So I had a lot of fun in that interview. It's a cool video, so you should check it out. Comes out at 4. And then we're finishing out the day at 5 p.m. to join one of our community creators, Derek, who you might also know as Vecna, for a Heroscape playthrough. So that's at 5 p.m. And again, that's another video premiere. So, sit down with your popcorn and hang out with us for the rest of the day. Whew. All right. I hope to see you all at the rest of Renegade Con. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check everything out that we've mentioned, and hope to see you all soon. Later, Heroscapers.
Thanks, everyone.